One's in the chat if you can hear me. Not going to kick it off until y'all can hear me properly. Testing out this mic stuff. Bet. That's all I need was one. Do not adjust your Twitch streams. You are here live Saturday afternoon for SCW Showdown Rumble in the Bronx. Hello all. Thank you all for tuning in. You are watching SCW Rumble in the Bronx here on Saturday, different time. We normally Twitch here on this Twitch stream at 1 p.m. At 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon, we are here now, despite the trials and tribulations of seeing horns down. Horns will stay up. Those who know, know. Those who don't know, you can Google it. But enough of that aside. It's time, baby. We are here. We are we are starting SCW Rumble in the Bronx. Especially live here with will we have a new champion? What time can only tell. Here we go. We open up the show with SCW, or the SCW Television Championship on the line. The Nightmare Connection's own Landon Kelly will be facing the champion, the television champion, Adrian, the dragon angel, representing the Awakening. But let's stop that and let's get down to the main attraction in the ring. Let's go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Television Championship.
And here comes the Nightmare Connection Zone. The king of the Nimrods, as the leader likes to call it. Mr. Landon Kelly. Landon Kelly winning a triple threat match weeks ago to become #1 contender to the SCW Television Championship. And one's got to know here how does he's feeling tonight, because not only is he's in this championship match tonight, next week it has been told to me in my headset from our GM Ian Jacobs that the Nightmare Connection will be facing the Awakening to newly crown the new SCW World Tag Team Champions. I cannot wait for that main event, because both men one man may leave here today champion, and the other will actually have a chance. They actually still may have a chance to be double champion. Who knows? We will see that next week. But for now, we are here to see two great athletes go at it. And guys, I got to tell you, I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't know who is going to win this fight, who's going to be in this. Landon Kelly, an SCW legend, two-time pure champion, tag team champion with his partner Alex Perez. But I got to say is both men in this match, love them or hate them, they have the skills to put on and put the brand on for SCW going forward, as we're getting ready to see the new blood. Speaking of the new blood coming out representing the Awakening. As you see that glass break showing the Awakening logo. He's here. The champ is here. Adrian, the Dragon Angel. And since taking off the mask and donning and just taking his opposite way from the luchador path, the ultimate Rudo has shown up and has seen success here in SCW ever since the random change. He's teamed up with a man you will see in the main event later this evening, James Lee, and these two have formed the Awakening. And these two can be one of the first double champions here in SCW, as they actually have the opportunity to become tag team champions next weekend. But as you see, Adrian Angel is covering that belt. And guys, it's going to be a hell of a match. I'm just going to say this right now. This match is going to be crazy. But let's go down to the ring introductions by Bimmy Bimmel, I think. That's all what it's about. The television championship.
Introducing the challenger from the pits of hell. Weighing in at 262 pounds, Landon Kelly. And introducing the champion from Sao Paulo, Brazil, weighing in at 223 pounds. He is the television champion, Adrian, the Dragon Angel.
And there is master of submission arts, tapping into that Brazilian jiu-jitsu background he knows so well. But he is going to be facing his toughest opponent yet in Landon Kelly. And there it is. That's what it's all about, folks. The SCW Television Championship. 3 wins, you get an automatic title shot of your choosing for the SCW Championship. Right now, here we go. Can Adrian Angel get his first title defense and put that one victory in his past? Or will this championship continue to be the hot potato championship here in SCW, as we have seen 3 title changes since this brand was introduced? And is Adrian Angel getting it cracking early with a nice enziguri. Working on that neck of Landon Kelly is Adrian. Is Adrian Angel an angel here? Deadly moves, because he's gonna set up for that Black Dragon submission lock, showing being disrespectful. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, both these men may be real works, pieces of work, as I will say. But regardless of what you think of them, they are both great talents. Both great challenges. As you see, Landon Kelly showing off his mind IQ, his in-ring IQ there, with the reversal into a fisherman suplex. And Landon showing off that strength early, belly to belly. You got to wonder, that's how Landon's going to probably win this. If he can win this match, it will be overpowering his opponent and setting him up by hitting that devastating melatonin forearm. Snap suplex by Landon Kelly. He's hitting that devastating melatonin forearm, and following it up with, looks like we got a sleeper hold applied, using his own submission, using submissions against the submission specialist, but he gets out of it. Again, for Landon Kelly to win this match, it could be one melatonin shot or a bad dreams away. And Landon showing off his ring IQ there with that reversal again. But again, Adrian Angel, since losing the mask and doing this, he's been on one hell of a streak, has not lost one match going here. But I've seen it happen before. I've seen streaks end And this is going to be Adrian's toughest challenge as he's facing Landon Kelly, who is no slouch of his own. Landon taking the attacks early, probably setting up. Landon's going to the top rope. Landon's going to do much as he can with serving violence. We got a first pinfall here. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Landon trying to show off all his, and Adrian with the face buster. Adrian trying to get Landon down. He finally gets that gut buster that he's been trying to hit majority of the match. Adrian taken to the skies with a senton and missed. Landon's got to take it. You got to wonder if Landon's going to take advantage of this. He goes for a senton. Doesn't get all of it, but takes Adrian off his feet. Like I said, Adrian's been super impressive since arriving in SCW with matches, but he was not a winner. But since he's teamed up with James Lee and has removed his luchador mask, he has seen a rounding success, and it's probably because that adrenaline is turned up and the aggression is turned up because he's no longer having to please fans, as we see here. What's this? Oh. What is this? Setting up. Rings of Saturn. Rings of Saturn are locked in. Rings of Saturns are locked in. I don't think that's going to be enough. Landon Kelly is a big man. He is a big man, and it's probably going to be a lot to do. You're going to have to work him down to get those submissions applied, but you cannot put the awareness aside of Adrian Angel. And as I say awareness, Landon Kelly sitting, like, putting up the reversals. But speaking of reversals, Adrian Angel comes up with his own reversal. DDT. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in to SCW Showdown. You can literally see us every Saturday. Hold on one moment. Adrian Angel's going looking for that knee bust, that knee strike it at the corner. Can he get it? He gets it! There's the pinfall. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Nice knee strike from Adrian Angel. I thought he was going to put Landon away, but he might put Landon away here for that Black Dragon lock. But Landon reverses it. Landon reverses it, showing off his IQ. Stomp, chest stomp. Landon going for the pinfall. Could we have a new champ? Could we have a new champ? Kick out at 2.999. My goodness. Almost a new champ was crowned here. And Landon could be setting up for the bad dreams. Landon, can he get it? Bad dreams. Bad dreams. Bad dreams. He goes for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.9 again. My goodness. We could have saw a new champ. Landon's got to put more pressure on the champion. But Adrian Angel showing that he has what it takes to keep that belt around, unlike most other competitors. Adrian Angel looking to try to set up that Black Dragon lock again, but look at the cockiness. Look at the cockiness of the young man. This young ring general. But speaking of ring generals, Landon Kelly gets right back up. Landon Kelly showing off that strength. Showing off that strength there. Wearing down the young man. Oh my God, Senton landed. He got all of it that time. He got all of it that time. What's Landon Kelly planning here? Landon going to the top rope. Cat-like reflexes and elbow drop. Would this be it? Is he going to go for the cover? No, he's just going to go for more damage here. Landon, nice chop, working those combos. Again, thank you all for tuning in for SCW Showdown, and this is Rumble in the Bronx. You can always catch us on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Central. But this is a special case today. And Adrian Angel, what's he's got planned here? Oh, nice knee strike. You're seeing the opening contest of the evening. Adrian Angel defending his SCW Television Championship against Landon Kelly of the Nightmare Connection. And this has been a barn burner. This is how you start a show early. And Adrian Angel taking it to the corner. What's he got playing here? Doesn't matter. Landon scouts it. Landon! Is this another Bad Dreams? Bad Dreams! Bad Dreams! Is this it? Could this be it? Could this be an upset? 1, 2, 3. We got a new champ! A new champ! New champion, my goodness! Bad Dreams for the former champion, and the SCW Television Championship continues to find a new home around the waist of Landon Kelly. Wow! What a match!
Here is your winner and new television champion, Landon Kelly.
The Nightmare Connection strikes first and winning the first match of the evening. And Landon Kelly is your new television champion. But again, for how long? How long will it take for that belt to actually stay around the waist? Only James Lee has had one successful television championship match. If you let him tell it, it was 2, because while Lil Bill won his match, our GM Ian Jacobs called it down the middle. He lost that match due to a distraction. But again, the SCW Television Championship finds a new home, and that home is of the Nightmare Connection. And speaking of the Nightmare Connection, we continue on with them as the Nightmare Connection goes into another match, as we see Alex Perez taking on one of the former SCW television champions, Lil Bill. And you figure this has to be a get-back match for Bill after being eliminated from the tag team championship tournament by the Nightmare Connection, which was Alex Perez and Landon Kelly. Lil Bill's partner, Dr. Antonio Hurtt, is in a match later this evening against Issac Murphy here later, but that goes on. And of course, our main event of the evening is a match that we have been waiting for since it was announced. It is a triple threat SCW World Championship match where JT Money will be defending against Golden Joe West and the Blueprint, James Lee. My God, folks, that's going to be a hell of a main event. But speaking of which, it's time for our next match. And again, here comes the Nightmare Connection. Shrouded in darkness, as we also see Alex Perez being escorted out by the cult leader himself, the villain, Kevin Youngblood. And Kevin being barred from ringside from that television match is allowed to come out to this match here with Alex Perez. But we will see Kevin Youngblood in a match later this evening, and that will be where he will face Buck Nasty, two SCW legends going up against each other, probably for the first time in a long time, and I can't wait for that to go. This is going to be incredible. But this match, a tale of two high flyers. Lil Bill, one of the most exciting SCW wrestlers we have here, but we also have Alex Perez, who is a veteran of the ring, a Grand Slam champion of his own, winning the SCW title once, the Pure title twice, and the SCW Tag Team Champions along with Landon Kelly once before. This will be a hell of a match. And speaking of a hell of a match, it's the Wild Man from the Badlands of North Carolina. Lil Bill makes his way coming down the ring. And I got to tell you, folks, I cannot wait for this match here because Bill is looking to get his get back against Alex Perez and the Nightmare Connection, as we feel as though they should have been, Antonio Hurtt and Lil Bill should have advanced to the television championship, but that's fine. Maybe singles gold is still in Bill's mind. Getting money everywhere he can. And here we go, folks. It's Alex Perez versus Lil Bill in the corner. Ref's getting ready to ring that bell, and here we go. Alex Perez, again, the Nightmare. One thing you got to say about the Nightmare Connection, they are stacked with veteran talent between Kevin Youngblood, Alex Perez, and now the new television champion, Landon Kelly. And Alex Perez just dodges the Hurricane Rana setup from Lil Bill, and we see an exploder suplex from Alex Perez. Alex Perez with the stomp early, but Lil Bill scouts that kick. And like I said, this match is going to be fast-paced as all hell, because both these men, former cruiserweights, but we got a pinfall. One, kick out at one. Both these men, very talented, but you have, again, the new blood against the veteran presence as Lil Bill continues to apply pressure to Alex Perez. Oh, my God! Spanish fly going up to the top rope. Hell of a setup. What's Lil Bill got planned? Is it a moonsault? Oh, what a block. Alex Perez blocks the moonsault. But Bill showing that speed and going for another snap suplex. Whatever you think about Bill here and Alex Perez, both of these men trying to do springboard moves and missing the mark. Whatever you think about Little Bill, however, do not let his looks fool you. He is a very, very talented individual. But Alex Perez, being the ring-savvy veteran as he is, but you got to wonder, and here it goes, pinfall. One, kick out at one again. Little Bill's doing what he can, as much as he can, to put damage to Alex Perez, but Alex Perez scouts that and gets out of that. Alex with another exploder suplex. But again, I want to keep talking about the Nightmare Connection and their gang of leadership. What is this? Both men trying to outdo each other, but really both men are trying to see who can embarrass the other one faster. And I gotta say, it's a tie, ladies and gents. What's this? What's Lil Bill with a backbreaker? Bill with the backbreaker, and Alex getting right back up. What's Alex got planned here? Alex whip to the corner. Is this the lights out? Lights out! Alex Perez put Bill away with this last week. 1, 2, and we don't get the same effort as Bill kicks out of the lights out. What's Alex got planned here? Death blow elbow misses. Lil Bill could be setting him up. Is it the trap? The trap! The trap is hit. 1, 2, kick out at 2.99999. My goodness. What a maneuver. And Alex gets waking up and is showing Bill that he is not to be trifled with. Again, both these men going for springboard moves and miss. What's this? Kevin Youngblood slides a chair in the ring. Kevin Youngblood slides a chair in the ring and the ref doesn't see it. Kevin Youngblood proving that his brothers something to do. My God, if he'd have landed on that chair. Alex doing the smart thing, ignoring the chair. He doesn't want to get disqualified. But Kevin put that in there to probably distract the ref. What's Alex got planned here? And he does! Is this another blackout from Alex Perez? Alex Perez, blackout! And he goes for the pinfall. Is this it? 1, 2, kick out at 2. Little Bill will not be denied. He shows that adversity. But Alex going up to the top of the rope. Could this be the end? He misses! And Little Bill finally gets that headlock and scissors takedown. But Kevin Youngblood coming up on the corner. What the hell? Ref, you got to get him out of here. Nice sit down. Sit down. What's Alex got here? Alex, powerbomb with the knee strike. My goodness. Alex Perez, always the striker and the high flyer, taking it to Bill. Also, biting the hand of Bill. You don't even know where those hands been, man. And we go for a pinfall here. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Bill avoiding the offense as much as he can. What's Alex got planned here? Going from the middle rope. Alex with a splash to the back. And Alex, another splash but misses. Bill rolls out of the way. Bill, he hits the trap. The trap. Is that it? 1, 2. Kick out at 2. My goodness, both these men are putting on a show here in Rumble in the Bronx. Bill hit Alex Perez with the trap twice. Alex going for these quick strikes. Bill going for a quick strike of his own, but Bill's got to wonder how he's going to put away Alex Perez. Bill's wondering, but he's got to keep up these high-paced, these fast-paced moves. But what is this? What the hell is Kevin Youngblood doing? Bill going for the trap again. Bill going for the trap again, and it's it. Bill, 1, 2, 3. Bill gets his get back. Bill gets his get back. My goodness, what a match. Alex Perez trying to put away. Alex Perez trying to put away Bill, but Bill would not be denied. You cannot deny, and that's why he's a former champion. For this, former champion, outweighing it and doing what he can. And you see Kevin Youngblood in disbelief as the Nightmare Connection go 1 of 1 and will not do the sweep. But again, Alex Perez probably did not. He probably underestimated Bill and his talents, and that is a mistake you cannot make. As Bill picks up the victory. Man, this has been a hell of a start to SCW Showdown Rumble in the Bronx. We love it here, and I love you guys for tuning in every week that you can, every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central. But we started at a new time today due to reasons. But speaking of reasons, let's not have any of those going into the next match. As we see the Nightmare Connection reacquainting. And this one here, can they win this match? As the newest member of the Nightmare Connection, Ray Rush, goes up against the TimbGod, J Omega. And I got to tell you, folks, this has been one hell of a rivalry. Ray Rush and J Omega had what you could also call respect, as J Omega and Ray Rush have met twice here since the SCW reboot, with J Omega winning both matches, and both contests have been nothing short of amazing. You can possibly catch that here on the SCW network. But we're going to see here going forward. But however, Ray Rush was been in a slump and has been lost. Kevin Youngblood put it in the head of Ray Rush that he can put him back on the winning path. And Kevin Youngblood manipulating Ray Rush into joining the Nightmare Connection. And I said it, he's not going to beat my ass for not saying it. He is going to show up, and he has been dominating J Omega since joining the Nightmare Connection, and J Omega is not having any of that, stating that he will continue to fight on until he gets his hands on Kevin Youngblood and make him swear that his dreams will be over. Speaking of which, let's head down to the ring right now as we go here. Thank you all again for tuning in to Rumble in the Bronx. As you see, the Nightmare Connection just works its way back out. Kevin must have went out back and just held off. As we see the Nightmare Connection coming back down again. But this time, it's Ray Rush. Ray Rush showing off his new looks. Donned as he's called himself the Reaper saying his wrestling gods denied him, so now he must reap the souls of the unfortunate here. But will he be taking the souls of one of the TimbGod himself? J Omega, as you see both the men getting into the ring. Kevin Youngblood cheering on again, cheering his team again. And let's see, unfortunately, they may have missed one in this contest. But let's see if they can get another one here as Ray Rush waits for his opponent to come down to the ring. And there is no love lost between Ray Rush and J Omega. These men have been in a war. The two toughest SOBs here in SCW. But here is the toughest of them all. The Dipset captain. The TimbGod himself. J Omega. As he's making his passionate, as you get fans are passionately waiting for him coming down to the ring, I want to say thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Syndicate Championship Wrestling. And here he comes, the TimbGod. J Omega making his way down to the ring to see a familiar foe at ringside, but a new foe here in SCW. Will the TimbGod be the one to get his revenge and steadily climb, trying to dismantle the Nightmare Connection, or will the Nightmare Connection continue to rack up these wins this evening? One can only find out, because this match here is going to be a crazy one. Regardless, it is going to be crazy and violent because these two men aren't wrestlers, they are fighters. And it's funny that I say that because Ray Rush, again, a very talented mixed martial artist of his own right, but I don't know if he's going to tap into that this evening, trying to take on the toughest SOB in SCW as he is home in New York City in front of the home crowd. And he's trying to pick up a W here. This is how they fight in New York. Brooklyn Zoo. And the Zookeeper is here. As you can tell, I'm getting more and more excited, man, because we're getting closer and closer to our main event of the evening, the Triple Threat SCW World Championship match, as JT Money takes on Joe West and James Lee. But right now, we got J Omega taking on Ray Rush, and here we go. We got the strikes early, and Ray Rush taking it to J Omega. What's this? Is that the Northern Lights Brainbuster? Northern Lights Brainbuster. That's Kevin Youngblood's one of his patented moves. He's been using that move for years. Did he teach Ray Rush that? And Ray Rush showing violent tendencies early, but the ring-savvy vet of J Omega shows that he is not going to be able to be kept down for long as he stomps on the hand of Ray Rush. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, these have been wars. Ray Rush and J Omega have had a match of the year contest against one another, with their first meeting being on an episode of SCW Showdown for the SCW World Heavyweight Tournament. And now, what's this? What's he got planned? Stomp to the chest of Ray Rush by J Omega, and he proceeds to put the proverbial boots on the Reaper here. But these men have had wars. Like I said, their first meetup was in the SCW World Title Tournament, and their second meetup was at SCW Malice in Wonderland, and J Omega picked up the victories in both of those matches. However, since joining the Nightmare Connection, Ray Rush has shown an aggressive side, and we got a pinfall here. Kick out at one, and Ray was Rush slow to get up. But as I was stating, as I was stating, since joining the Nightmare Connection, Ray Rush has shown a bit more of an aggressive attitude and embracing a darker side of him as he proceeds to serve up knees to J Omega. But J Omega not having any of that, stomping away or taking out the arm. And what's this? Kevin calling out J Omega, and J Omega was distracted. Let's see if Kevin does a better job of being at the ringside of his partners as it looks like Alex Perez couldn't pick up the win. And what's this? Armbar from J Omega. We've seen him work in submissions since the start of SCW Rebirth. He has been going in, but the submission, one of the main things about Ray Rush is he's a mixed martial artist. So those submission moves, nice springboard forearm from Ray Rush. Ray Rush, no strangers to submission moves here. But J Omega looks like a double atomic drop to Ray Rush. Ray Rush J Omega working on the arm of Ray Rush, because if that arm is weakened enough, he won't be able to get a hold of Ray Rush in that devastating submission maneuver he has. And what's this? Kevin Youngblood getting on the side of the ropes, giving Ray Rush time, and just distracting J Omega, and Ray Rush capitalizing off of the distraction here. J Omega fighting that off. J Omega Russian leg sweep, and he just starts pounding away. And Ray Rush taking advantage here. Ray Rush has been getting worked a little bit in this match, but you got to figure the momentum can be changed at any side as he's putting in knees, boots and knees to J Omega, and J Omega here working off. And he just continues to do this, working the body down. Working the body down of J Omega. But I've seen too many of J Omega's matches to know that you're gonna have to do way more than that to keep that bastard down. He is tougher than a Timberland boot, I gotta tell you. What's this? Ray Rush. Brainbuster! Sheesh! But he gets a rope break. That may have saved J Omega. That brainbuster was devastating, and Ray Rush going after the head of J Omega. And Ray Rush going for the pin there. What's this? Kevin slides another chair in the ring. What's Ray Rush got planned here? Is it to distract the ref? What's this? Looks like he was going for that submission. Doesn't get it. Nice chest to the back. Nice kick to the chest of J Omega. Wow, what a elbow hit. Doesn't keep J Omega down, however. And a missed opportunity from Ray Rush. J Omega foots the faces, boots the faces. And Kevin Youngblood distracting J Omega. And they have words as the referee gets the chair out of the ring. What's Ray Rush got planned here? Putting Ray Rush on the ropes. What is this? Straight powerbomb. My goodness. My goodness. Oh my God. And Ray Rush is continuously beating the hell out of J Omega. Putting the knees to J Omega's face. And Kevin Youngblood doing what he can to keep his longtime rival distracted as his new brother and protege gets in. But it may not work. It's going to be the Zookeeper. Zookeeper out of nowhere. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.999. I thought he had him put away. As you see J Omega get on top rope. Missile elbow drop. Missile elbow drop. Wow, this has been a hell of a fight, folks. And if you're just tuning in, thank you all again for tuning in to SCW Showdown, Rumble in the Bronx. You were watching Ray Rush taking on J Omega, and Ray Rush looks like he's turning the tides against J Omega. J Omega being a bloody mess. Will Jay pick up the win in his home state of New York? At Rumble in the Bronx, and it looks like Ray Rush is just mounting, applying pressure to J Omega. J Omega is just getting booted. This is the most I've seen J Omega take as much offense from Ray Rush in a while. What's Ray Rush got planned here? Springboard forearm. Wow, what athleticism from the big man. But what's this? On his shoulders, showing off that strength. Snake Eyes in the corner. But J Omega fights that off. Quick jabs, but Jay's blocking all these moves. Jay falls back on the ring ropes. What is this? What is this? Oh my God. Alabama slam from the ropes, my God. We got a pinfall. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. My God. This is a hell of a competition, folks. I got to tell you. What's Ray Rush got planned? Could he be going for that? Could he be going for that submission maneuver? But J Omega scouts it and gets the hell out of it. He is avoiding that maneuver like the plague, folks. Because he knows if he gets locked in it, it's time's up. And Jay goes for that armbar. Jay goes for that armbar again. Will he have it? Will he have it? And Ray Rush taps out. Ray Rush taps out. J Omega is your winner. The ring veteran wins, keeping his opponent down 3-0, but what a hell of a match. These two have always put on a show. My goodness. I thought it was done right after that. But J Omega picks up the win in his own backyard. Ray Rush tried to go. Ray Rush tried to go for that submission maneuver. J Omega had it scouted and put that man away with an armbar. I'm going to tell you this, folks. J Omega survived this match. This was not our atypical J Omega match we are used to seeing, but he had the spirit of New York on his side, and he defeats his foe and continues to climb that Nightmare Connection ladder. But wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a hell of a contest. And thank you all again for tuning in to SCW Showdown, Rumble in the Bronx. But now, we have here Issac Murphy, the Natural, taking on Dr. Antonio Hurtt, the surgical assassin himself. And man, thanks all again for reals coming out here every Saturday. Every Saturday here watching and waiting for us to put on these shows for you. As much as I can take credit for putting on this show for you guys, I got to thank all the boys in the back for putting in work day in, day out in the Discords and getting their characters up as much as they can. This is for y'all, man. I put this on for y'all and everybody else who enjoys this, because who else wants to hear me drunkenly bullshit and stream and watch virtual fake fighting? But anyway, let's head down to the ring now. I can't wait. As speaking, we can't wait. Here comes the Natural himself. Coming down to the ring now, it is the Natural, Issac Murphy, and looking down like he is looking for a wear, and he's wearing the Giza's favorite son attire. And this has got to be another message to Pharaoh, but I got to tell you, I know he called out Pharaoh a couple of weeks ago here on SCW Showdown, but he it hasn't really looked good for the natural here against the Pharaoh. Pharaoh has been Pharaoh has showed up and shown out in these matches, even though Issac Murphy attacked Pharaoh the week before to get his own attention. To get that man's attention, because he will continue to prove that his downfall was only to blame on the Pharaoh, and he's got to put that past behind him to continue to go up. But again, if he's so worried about the past, he needs to be worried about the future. And Issac Murphy continuously putting towards his future. If he can put away one of the hottest young talents we have here in SCW. I'm going to say a hell of a free agent pickup from our GM Ian Jacobs. I'm not really a fan of Ian Jacobs because he's made some questionable calls, but signing the super tough doctor has not been one of them. And here he comes now. The super tough doctor making his way down the ring with some new ring gear, it seems. Ladies and gentlemen, the super tough doctor, having lost a tag team match, is still undefeated in singles competition, and he's looking to keep that streak live as he's looking to take on Issac Murphy here. The doctor embracing the crowd of New York. You gotta love it seeing, but I'm digging the new attire. He has ditched the shorts. He has ditched the trunks and went out for the whole singlet. As the super tough doctor is preparing for surgery. And I can't wait to see what's going on here. Ladies and gentlemen, again, our main event of the evening is our SCW World Heavyweight Championship match, triple threat title match between JT Money, James Lee, and Joe West. Team of Jays going up against each other, and here we go. Looks like he got a new haircut, too. As Issac Murphy showing that athleticism. And Dr. Antonio Hurtt going for that arm early. But Issac Murphy setting up with these quick attacks. Again, our main event of the evening is for the SCW World Championship, as there will be a triple threat match between JT Money, James Lee, and Joe West. 3 J's for the action. You guys get that here on the main event of SCW Showdown Rumble in the Bronx. But right now you are seeing Dr. Antonio Hurtt take on Issac Murphy. And Hurtt looking to work on the arm of Murphy. And he's doing a good job. Like I said, look at him. Surgical precision in the ring. Showing what he can. Doing what he can in the ring. And we had a 2 count there. Ooh, what a slap. Issac scouts that kick. Oh, my God. Suplex from Issac Murphy. As we're going to present to you here, no commercial breaks, but Issac Murphy working on his armbar of his own. And you got to see here, because the doctor has been working wrestlers in the ring with his technical ability. And most folks try to escape it, but no one can escape the doctor's orders. As we see a pinfall here. 1, 2, oh, kick out at 1. And we see here Issac Murphy showing that, going for a clothesline there and misses. Showing that clothesline misses. Dr. Antonio Hurtt gets out the way and showing some strength, picking up the big man. Again, working on the arm, setting up doctor's orders. Like I said, Antonio Hurtt has been Dr. Antonio Hurtt has been showing some type of in-ring ability with his. I have only seen the technical wizardry that I've only seen from wrestlers like Kevin Youngblood and on occasions the Pharaoh, but we may have a new technical master here in SCW if Antonio Hurtt can get out of this predicament for Issac Murphy. And let's be real, folks. Let's not put any doubt on Issac Murphy's ability, because this is a big man. Oh, brainbuster! He is a big man. And regardless of the struggles and trials and tribulations, we got a pinfall. 1, kick out at 1. Despite the trials, troubles, and tribulations that Issac Murphy has gone through with the Pharaoh, he is doing what he can here. Look at this. Look at the high splash out of the corner. We get a duck. Another clothesline. The athleticism from the natural. My word. Will the Doctor see his first loss today? Anything can happen here on SCW Syndicate Championship Wrestling. What's Antonio Hurtt got planned here? Dr. Hurtt working again. Working the arms. My God, do you see this? The technical wizardry of Antonio Hurtt, and Antonio Hurtt just dumps from the ring post. My God. This man is an animal. Beating the hell. He's just woken up alive in a European uppercut from Dr. Antonio Hurtt. The surgical assassin. Ref's count is up at 3. And the Doctor getting the crowd on his side, the New York crowd on his side here. The Doctor going back outside to go after Issac Murphy. And Issac took enough time here, and now he's bringing the attacks back on his own. Issac throws the Doctor into the announce tables. Dr. Antonio Hurtt working on it. And Issac looking to wake up. The ref's count is at 5. Issac just making the Doctor bleed. My goodness. Issac going on a tear here. Ref's count is up at 6. Issac gets the Doctor back in the ring. But the Doctor wakes up. Doctor has his man on the ropes. What a knee strike. What a hell of a knee strike. Nice arm drag. Just, my God, the Doctor is working on these body parts with precision. But that is why they call him the surgical assassin. And you see here the Doctor's working on what he can here. What's he got planned now? Throwing Issac to the ropes. Oh, my God. What a hell of a European uppercut from the Doctor. He hits him with the malpractice. And is that it? 1, 2. Kick out at 2.999. It may have seemed as that malpractice was misspoken, and he may need another checkup. Issac Murphy gets up, and you hear the crowd going crazy going for both these guys. And Meteora from the big man. Issac Murphy putting on work. Drop kick. Issac going for an armbar of his own. But the Doctor gets the rope break. Issac could be one. We talk about check-ins with doctors. Issac could be one move away from a checkmate, only to set up for that rope kick. But who knows? The Doctor is putting in work here to try to keep them down, and he's looking for another submission maneuver, working that arm of Issac Murphy. He's got to reach it back. Will this be it? And Issac taps. Issac taps. Your winner, Dr. Antonio Hurtt. My goodness, what a match. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. The doctor trying to put him away with the malpractice, but Isaac Murphy shows his resolve, gets right out of that. Kick out at 2.999 right there, but then the doctor working that surgical precision. The doctor doing what he can here. Both men and both friends, Little Bill and Dr. Antonio Hurtt, pick up the wins here this evening. And you got to think now, what is in Antonio Hurtt's future? Will we see gold around his waist at some point? Time can only tell, but you got to figure out what the hell is going up with Isaac Murphy and what's his next move. Because you got to think he wasn't ready to hear that. My goodness, what a match from the super tough doctor. And speaking of which, here we are with our next match of the evening. The Nightmare Connection, 1 and 2 on the night, taking on Buck Nasty. The Nightmare Connection's own Kevin Youngblood taking on Buck Nasty here. And again, it hasn't looked good this evening for the Nightmare Connection, even though they had a fast start with Landon Kelly becoming your new SCW television champion. But Kevin Youngblood now taking on Buck Nasty in a match that a lot of people forget. These two men at one point carried SCW. One may have snuck his way to greatness while the other one started off that way. However, these two have had war of words, and Kevin has had enough. He said he's going to make an example out of Buck Nasty, while Buck Nasty is looking to retire Kevin Youngblood once and for all. Let's head down to the ring. As you see, darkness falls, and out comes the villain, Kevin Youngblood, walking down the ring with none of the Nightmare Connection by his side. You got to wonder if that's a mistake, but however, from what has been going forward, he probably doesn't want anybody by his side because it has not worked out for Ray Rush and Alex Perez. It has not worked out for the Nightmare Connection this evening. But again, you have to push on. As you see, the third eye is awakened from this cult leader of Kevin Youngblood. But like I said, these two don't have a real history against each other, but they've made history in SCW, with one, Buck Nasty, being the second Grand Slam champion here in SCW, while Kevin Youngblood is two titles, actually one title away from being a Grand Slam champion himself. But time can tell, as this man has not worried about championships. It may seem he is only worried about chaos and bringing about a new era in SCW. But tonight I'm going to tell you guys the era looks like it's had it's jump started fine, but would this be the start of something, or could this be the end of the Nightmare Connection this evening? Because outside of Landon Kelly, the other members haven't had such much success. But let's see if the two most tenured members of the Nightmare Connection can leave Brooklyn here with a victory. You see the lights come back on, and Kevin is there waiting on his opponent. Kevin Youngblood, always a man with a plan, but I think he's finally let words get to him, as Buck Nasty has been talking a lot of noise since Kevin's return in the Nightmare Connections formation. But speaking of Speaking of which, the legend is coming down the ring himself. Buck Nasty makes his way down in front of the New York crowd as he two-steps his way down the ring. And Buck Nasty, like I said, this man has done it all, but since the rebirth, all he's done is lose, but picking up some wins here against James Lee. But this is a whole nother ball game here, because he is not going up against a young, brash talent. He is going up against a ring veteran like himself. But one thing he has done that other man across the ring hasn't done is hold every single gold here in SCW history going forward. And he is, and tonight within this battle of legends, future Hall of Famers, they are looking, one man is looking to come out top, and Buck wants it to be him. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and ring that bell. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Youngblood versus Buck Nasty. Now, since forming the Nightmare Connection, Kevin Youngblood, Snake Eyes on the ropes, Kevin Youngblood has won a match, but he's also done more planning. Nice clothesline from Buck Nasty. But Kevin shouts that. Kevin Youngblood doing what he can to boost the confidence of the members of the Nightmare Connection. And while it looks like it has worked for one man, the other two may need to be awakened on their own, because their nightmares of the evening just started. Meanwhile, on the other half, Buck Nasty's doing what he can to put away, to retire Kevin Youngblood, and to end that nightmare, the nightmare of the SCW faithful. And here it is, Buck Nasty showing that strength off. He continues to show the strength off by picking Kevin Youngblood up clean, parading him around the ring, and just tosses him. Sheesh. And Young Buck, unlike his hero Ric Flair, he is going to the top rope looking to get that hit. He does. Nice elbow drop, but he goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Like Buck Nasty doing what he can, putting the Concords to Kevin Youngblood here. And Buck showing off that strength, but Kevin showing strength of his own powerbomb reversal. And Kevin working the back of Buck Nasty here. Kevin looking to block, and just Buck blocks it, but Kevin blocks it of his own. Like I said, these two do not have history together. Running Death Valley Driver. These two do not have a formed history together. We got a pinfall. 1, 2, kick out at 2. These two do not have a history together, but they're looking to make history here in SCW. As the continuation, we see a Northern Lights. Look at that bridge. 1, no, not even a 1 count. May have spoke too soon. Kevin going to the top rope on his own right, telling Buck Nasty to get up. Oh my God, what a neck breaker from the top rope. Kevin scouting his opponent, and Buck giving Buck too much time. Buck showing that sheer strength again. Snake Eyes in the corner. Splash from Buck Nasty misses. And Kevin Youngblood slow to get up, so is Buck Nasty. German suplex from Kevin Youngblood. And we got another Northern Lights, but no pinfall this time. You gotta be wondering, is Kevin working on the back of Buck Nasty? And we got a splash. 1, kick out at 1. Kevin working on the back, the lower back of Buck Nasty here, trying to do what he can to get ready for that sharpshooter. Kevin with a Russian leg sweep. Kevin with a Northern Lights Buster. And he gets all of it. He gets it. Northern Lights Buster. He hits it. He pulls Buck Nasty away from the ropes. What's Kevin going for? Going for the pinfall here. Kick out at 2. And Kevin's got to wonder what he's got to do to put away Buck Nasty here. Buck's going to try everything in his power to avoid the sharpshooter. Let's see if he can, though. And he does! He avoids the sharpshooter. He avoids the sharpshooter. And Kevin reverses that powerbomb with a roll-up. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Jesus. Kevin busted open. Like, looks like he has Buck Nasty busted open. Kevin working the body down of one Buck Nasty. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. If you're just now watching us, you are watching SCW Syndicate Championship Wrestling Showdown Rumble in the Bronx. I am the hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black. You are watching the match between Buck Nasty and, oh my God, is this the Nasty, Big Nasty? And he goes for the pinfall. Kick out at 2. I'm sorry, that was the Nasty Man, excuse me. Nasty Man comments. But he could be going for the Big Nasty here. Kevin's got to get up. Is it the Big Nasty? Big Nasty! Could this be it? Will he retire him? 1, 2. Kick out at 2.9999. My goodness. The crowd is loving this. We see a splash from Buck Nasty and he misses. Both men slow to get up. Kevin with the knee strike. Kevin with the knee strike. Buck. What's Buck got playing here? Showing off that strength. Another snake eyes. Slowing down Kevin Youngblood. And Buck going back to the top rope. Can he get all this splash? He does. High-flying maneuver from Buck Nasty. Proceeds to put the concords to Youngblood. Buck with a punch. And now both men are bloody. Youngblood rolls out of the way of that other splash. What's he got planned here? Another German suplex. Buck. He's getting hit with another Northern Lights. What's Kevin got planned here? He is working the back down of Buck Nasty as he goes back on the position. Goes back on the attack. Looking at that stretch. To stretch that limb out. Working the arm in the back. With the knees to the back. Kevin doing what he can to keep Buck Nasty down. But Buck gets up. Buck back on the attack. Buck back on the attack. Buck with a quick punch. These strikes. These punches from the former prize fighter. Buck going back to the top rope. Is he going for a splash or an elbow drop? Goes for another splash and he hits it. Will that be it? 1, 2. Kick out at 2 again. Kick out at 2 again. Buck thought he had Youngblood put away with that splash. Youngblood gets up. Again, working the back of Buck Nasty. This match is hitting on other levels. But Kevin's got to wonder, he's got to get the momentum switch because Buck Nasty is a smart individual. Very shiesty, as the kids say. He can get what he can, but he knows how to win matches. Even though he hasn't won them on his own right, he knows what he can do to win them. And while they may be questionable, he definitely can go for it. Buck still on the ropes. And there we go with the elbow drops. Kevin with a face wash. Kevin showing strength of his own. My word. Chest chop to Buck Nasty. Buck might be out. Buck might be out on Front Street. What does Kevin have planned here? Kevin throws into the ropes. Kevin with the knee strike, super kick. What's this? Third Eye Destroyer. Third Eye Destroyer, and that could be it. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.999. Buck kicks out of the Third Eye Destroyer. But what's Kevin got planned here? Oh, it doesn't matter. Buck scouted it. Neckbreaker. Buck putting pressure on the shoulder of Kevin Youngblood. Kevin Youngblood looking to go for the Dream Crusher, did not get it. Kevin breaking out of that. You got to figure he's got to go for a submission sometime soon, man. That would put away Buck nasty here and slow the momentum down, because one more big nasty could put it away. But what's Kevin got planned here? Is he going for it again? Kevin gets it reversed. There, young Buck, like Buck Nasty doing everything in his power to avoid the Dream Crusher. Kevin Mr. Nasty! And this could be it. Rope break! Rope break saves Kevin Youngblood. Oh! Kevin reverses it. Kevin reverses it. Sling blade. Drop kick. These men are putting on a hell of a match. And Kevin goes for the submission maneuver. Kevin goes for the submission maneuver. Will this be it? Will Buck tap? Will Buck tap? Buck taps out. Your winner, Kevin Youngblood, via submission. My God, two Hall of Famers putting on a Hall of Fame match. My goodness, what a match. My goodness, Buck Nasty doing everything in his power to avoid that sharpshooter. But Kevin showing the ring IQ with showing the reversals, knowing to put Buck out of this, but he knew if he could get one submission, as you see, Buck hits the Nasty Man and goes for the pin. I thought it was over, but Kevin kicks out of that. But then the twist.
Here's your winner, the villain, Kevin Youngblood.
The Nightmare Connection ends the night 2-2 with the veterans of the group picking up the win. And you know that they're going to gloat about that. That rope break may have saved Kevin Youngblood. Just remember that, because it could have been curtains for the Nightmare Connection leader. But as we draw curtains on this match, it is time for our main event of the evening. Folks, thank you all again for tuning in to SCW Showdown, Rumble in the Bronx. But if you thought we've had a great show this evening, you have not seen nothing yet, as the SCW World Championship will be defended as JT Money takes on James Lee and Joe West. A new champion could be crowned, or can JT Money silence the doubters and the haters and keep the SCW World Championship gold around his waist? Time can tell, but folks, there is history between all three men, as all three men have been in sort of a love triangle with the SCW World Championship. Joe West defeating James Lee and JT Money, showing that he should be SCW World Champion. However, Joe does recognize when he beat JT Money, there was help from James Lee due to the distractions. And let's talk about James Lee. James Lee has weaseled his way into getting an SCW Championship opportunity because JT Money is tired of his mouth running this entire time and trying to get him to be and trying to think that he can't do it, and that he's not what the SCW fans need, or what this company needs as a champion. But tonight, JT Money has the opportunity to silence all of the haters and doubters. Let's head down to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lee makes his way down to the ring, and he could be walking out SCW World Champion. Depending on how this night can go. He did see his partner, his awakening partner, lose the television championship this evening to Landon Kelly. But however, they have another opportunity to bring home gold next weekend here on this Twitch stream, as our main event for next week's Showdown is the Nightmare Connection versus the Awakening for the SCW World Tag Team Championship. But right now, James Lee is only worried about one gold, and that is the World Championship gold. The big goldie of them all here in SCW. But he is, as I stated before, he has weaseled his way into getting into this match and making it a triple threat. But it's only time will only tell. But as the screen goes gold, it is a sight to behold. Fresh from the trailer parks of Duval, the one, the only, Golden Joe West. Joe West hyping up the fans, getting them turned up as what this could be his third time holding this SCW World Championship around his waist. But does he have what it takes to put away his friend, his longtime family, his brother away in this match to become champion? Time can tell, because I know Joe is going to stay focused and bring that title back home to Jacksonville, but he's got an obstacle. One is the man in the corner, is like out on the outside of the ring, and the other obstacle is his friend, the world champion himself. And I gotta tell you, this may be JT's toughest match in his SCW history. But the money train keeps coming. And here he comes, the SCW World Champion, JT Money. Look at him with that gold around his waist, walking down the ring and doing what he can, strumming away on that guitar that he calls the belt, and he is looking to continue to do this going forward for the long haul. I have to tell you this, folks. This is, I said it before and I'm going to say it again, this may be JT Money's biggest task yet. He has won multiple tag team championships, but that is the only singles title he has ever held, and it's the one that matters the most in the SCW World Championship. But will he leave here tonight as champion? Or will this be the last time he gets to strum Old Goldie around his waist? And there it is. It's for the gold, folks. For that World Wrestling Championship. Someone's going to walk out of here, new champion, or someone's going to retain that championship. Will we breathe easy? Will we see a white trash bash? Or will we get the money clip? Who knows? Let's go. And Joe West and James Lee picking it up where they started off. And James Lee taking it straight to the champ. James Lee attacking both Team 5-star off rip. And that's probably not going to be the best course of action. And Joe West hitting the attacks early. Now, here's the funny thing. Can we see a double team here from both team members of Team 5-star? or will they be out on their own? But JT's looking to get the fans hyped. As James Lee avoids the attacks and goes for these knee strikes. Oh, it's a raid. For those who are tuning in, thank you all for tuning in. You are watching Syndicate Championship Wrestling, SCW Showdown Rumble in the Bronx. You are watching our main event of the evening. It is for the SCW World Championship as the champion, JT Money, defends against James Lee and Joe West. Joe West hits a knee strike to JT Money. Wow. My goodness, Joe West going after James Lee, and you gotta wonder, is Team 5-Star, if Joe West and JT Money thinking to get James Lee out of this so he can focus on each other, as they feel as though he shouldn't even be here, as James Lee gets reversed by JT Money. JT Money with the neck breaker. Joe West and JT have been catching their breath, and you gotta wonder, is this a bad sign for James Lee early, as they're not even going after each other? And as I say this, Joe West goes after his partner, JT, but everybody's getting some taunts in. This is Taunt City. You would think this is in 64, the way they're taunting here. And Joe West clobbers James Lee, and James Lee's out of the ring. Joe West bringing these quick kicks, these strikes to JT Money. And JT strikes of his own. The Hurricane Rana, like the Rana King, as he calls himself. Gotta figure he's got some stuff planned. What is this? Both men are out of the ring. JT jumps out. And all three men on the outside. Again, this is for the SCW World Championship. The only way you can win this match is pinfall or submission. There are no eliminations. Everything goes. You are watching JT Money and Joe West on the outside and James Lee in the ring. I couldn't tell you which way, but we got a mix-up here. JT showing the quick kicks. Showing that everything is hot in Kansas City as he does it again. Quick strikes. And James Lee cuts in. Nice attack from James Lee. And James Lee taking advantage of these two going after each other as they should do. And Joe is getting his kit back by throwing JT into James Lee. JT getting Joe out of the way. But again, I wonder if the odds are stacked against James Lee as these two men, JT Money and Joe West, are partners. And James Lee, with his partner out of commission, we see a DDT on the outside. Word. James Lee just pops back up. No, Celsius, what's Joe doing? Drop kick. Missile drop kick from the top. My goodness. Oh, my God. And those knee strikes from Joe. And James Lee is just getting jumped. This is what I was just talking about, folks. James Lee may be the odd man out as both members of Team 5-Star are looking to take home the gold, either retain it or become a new champion. The game is a game at this point. But you gotta wonder, what's this? Super kick! You gotta wonder if Joe will be able to hit that white trash bash again against his friend and longtime partner, or will JT leave this match still champion, silencing all the haters and doubters? Or is it James Lee's time if the awakening can do is what's JT Money doing at the top rope? It doesn't matter. He gets blocked. Joe throwing James Lee into the corner. And JT's just straight up attacking. What's JT got planned here? Neckbreaker. Neckbreaker. This is crazy. Catalina wide mixer. Catalina wide mixer. From Joe West. Joe West could be setting up for that white trash bash, but he goes for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Kick out at 2, my word. And Joe West could be setting up for that white trash bash. James Lee is out. And JT Money avoids the white trash bash. JT Money avoids the white trash bash. What you got planned here? Oh my God, power bomb from the top. Power bomb for the top. Will that call for it? And James Lee waking up and taking advantage again. As we see JT Money on the outside delivering, and James Lee just avoiding that neckbreaker again. As we see knee strikes delivered, and we got and JT Money could be bleeding after this. You gotta wonder if Joe hesitated on that white trash bash, trying to put away the champion. He had the championship in his sights and didn't capitalize. But again, they gotta do what they can to keep James Lee down. They got to do what they can to keep James Lee down. And what's this? KCKO, but it gets reversed. Neckbreaker from Joe West. What's this? Clothesline. Hell of a lariat from Joe West. But what's JT Money got playing? JT with a clothesline into the corner. Just picks Joe West up and down. But the leg drops in the corner. James Lee taunting, and that may cost him here. It may not. Joe West is out of the ring. JT Money and these two have a history. My God, these two have had a hell of a history. And what's this? Is this the money clip? Money clip! Money clip hit! Money clip hit, and that could be it. Rope break! Rope break! Oh my God! Rope break! Rope break! JT Money hit the money clip, and the rope break saves James Lee. James Lee. What's this? Facebuster. Joe West is slow to get up. James Lee going for the pinfall. This is it. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.9999. My word. James Lee could be setting up for the Breathe Easy. It don't matter. Joe West picks up JT Money. JT blocks it. What's JT? JT with a drop kick to James Lee. And James Lee is out of the ring. JT. Suplex. German suplex. And a springboard moonsault. Will JT do what it says? Will JT have what it takes? And he goes for a pinfall here. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Does JT Money have what it takes to put away his own partner, Joe West here? Only time will tell. Joe West looks like he hesitated earlier, but they got to take advantage while James Lee is on the ground. But James Lee looking to be waking up here. Man, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching a hell of a contest as we see the KCKO. KCKO, he gets it, all of it. And he could be going for that money clip. Is he going for the money clip? Money clip! He hits the money clip! Can he get back in the ring? Can James Lee get back in the ring and break it up? 1! Break up at 1! James Lee! Oh my God! James Lee! Breathe easy! James Lee! Can he steal this? Can he steal this? 1! 2! Oh my God! Kick out! 2.9999! I thought James Lee stole this match! Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the main event of the evening as Joe West takes on James Lee and JT Money as JT Money defends his world championship against these three in a triple threat match. And this has been a hell of a contest so far. Thank you all for tuning in. You can normally catch us here on this Twitch stream every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central, as SCW Showdown is the card. And Joe West could be going Catalina wine mixer to James Lee. And I know he's not going to have a problem hitting the white trash bash on this, but he could be it. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Holy shit, this match. Excuse my language. And James Lee is out. But Joe West, he's not afraid to hit that white trash bash against him. And he hits it. Will this be it? JT Money is down. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. James Lee survives. He has done it before, though. We have seen it. If you watch Showdown, James Lee, and look at this, the pinfall. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Joe West can't believe it. Joe West doesn't know what he can do to keep both these men down. Joe West taking James Lee to the corner. Kick. James Lee reverses. JT taunting. Not smart from the champion, but probably what is smart, letting both these men attack each other. And the run again gets reversed. Joe West scouted that move. James Lee is out on Main Street here. Stomps, kicks, and JT Money is out of the ring. Joe West goes for the pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2 again. Joe West has had this problem against James Lee when these two met in the main event of Showdown of 2 weeks ago. And James Lee had that move scouted. James Lee with a knee strike. James Lee with a knee strike. He can put this match away with one breathe easy. Or he could be going for the measuring stick. Nope. Looks like a reversal. Neckbreaker from Joe West. Joe West will not be denied. Joe West going for a neckbreaker of his own. Split. Oh my God, this match. Joe West picking James Lee up, and JT Money is out. Knee strike from Joe West. These two have had a hell of a battle in the first place. Joe West uppercut to James Lee. And JT Money looking to take advantage of this. Is JT going for... No! Knee buster! Leg drop! And both men, JT has awakened. James Lee is still out on Front Street. You would think he was... you would think he would have the attention span of someone to come from the 4th Ward in Houston. But he's sitting there taunting and going after JT Money. It's James Lee, and James Lee throws JT Money out of the ring. Is he going to take advantage of a weakened Joe West? Is he going to take advantage of a weakened Joe West? He just might. He's looking to set up. And JT getting back in the ring. What's this? White trash pass to Joe West. White trash pass to Joe West. What cocky move? What cocky person do you have to be to hit that man's own move? And JT breaking up the pin. My God, you are watching our main event of the evening as JT Money defends his World Championship belt in a triple threat against Joe West and James Lee. James Lee hit Joe West with a white trash bash out of nowhere. And JT Money looking to set up James Lee with the snake eyes in the corner. Joe West trying to get the fans back on his side. You got to stay focused in this match, kid. You're a veteran. You should know better. White trash bastard James Lee. And we got a man busted open. JT Money looking to go on the offensive. Joe West will not be denied with that running drop kick. And JT is out. Is James Lee, can he fight back? Can he fight back? Oh my God, what a kick. Joe West with the leg drop, springboard leg drop. This match, ladies and gentlemen, my goodness. Joe is putting the boots to James Lee. And Joe West going to the top rope, telling James Lee to rise to his feet. Oh, James Lee reverses with a clothesline from behind. Joe West will not forget about that white trash bash. What's this? Snapdragon suplex from James Lee. And JT is still recovering from the outside, getting up slowly. What is this? DDT! But JT Money is back in the ring now. Getting admiration from the fans. He needs to try to break. Sometimes you will wonder, and he's like James Lee getting attacked from JT Money. And James Lee has been thrown out the ring, but he catches on the ropes. What's JT got planned here? It doesn't matter. JT going for a Hurricane and gets that blocked by James Lee. James Lee with the power bomb. And JT snaps out of it. All three men battered, broken, and bruised, with JT and James Lee bleeding And Joe West being none the wiser. James Lee showing off his strength with his snake eyes in the corner. Joe West looking refocused. James Lee focusing himself. With the throw in the corner. What's this? What is James Lee planning here? What is he planning here? What the hell is this? Neck breaker from the middle rope. And he's going for the pin. Both legs step 1, 2. Kick out at 2. And JT Money looking to break it up. But James Lee doesn't get all of it. JT Money gets blocked. JT blocks whatever he's got going to James Lee. James Lee back and forth between these two rivals in the knee strike. And the champ could be out. The champ is rolling out of the ring. This could be Joe's time to shine. And we got a neck breaker from Joe. Joe knows what he has to do to try to put away James Lee. It was a tough thing to do 2 weeks ago. Let's see if he has enough same energy to do this. Joe West doing what he can to keep James Lee down. And we got a white trash bash. White trash bash. Do we have a new champion? 1, 2, 3. We have a new champion. James Lee gets pinned by Joe West. And Joe West is your new SCW World Champion. Joe West doing it for Duval. Jacksonville, Florida's own, bringing home the champion. And he did not have to pin his best friend. My God.
New World Wrestling Champion, the Prodigy, Joe West.
Joe West picking up the win. James Lee on the outside. JT heartbroken. But we have a new SCW World Champion. And his name, Golden Joe West. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in to SCW Showdown Rumble in the Bronx. You can catch us here next week on this Twitch stream, 12 Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. And our main event of the evening, we will see a new champion crowned as the Nightmare Connection of Alex Perez and new television champion Landon Kelly go to face the Awakening, the team of James Lee and Adrian, the Dragon Angel. Until then, folks, thank you all, and we will see you next week. Goodbye, everyone. Take care.